We are recording.
Hi, YouTubers. Today, I mean, technically last week, but I mean, it's questionable because it was off by a day last week, and today marks our actually hitting our 1 year anniversary of this campaign because it would have technically been Monday last week, so closer to last week, but we hadn't actually hit it. So,
Nice.
as of now, we have been playing this campaign for 1 year.
Nice.
Congratulations, guys.
Cool.
So, um, let's see here. Getting right into this. Last session you stayed the night at your fully furnished new furniture, makeshift tavern slash home, furnished by Claudette's daddy dearest. After waking up to the stench of death reeking off of Illican and trying a beat of greater restoration, which seemed to take, but unfortunately not take the stench away, you decided to go up to this black cabin that Copper had told you about. After a full day of trekking through the snow, you came up on a ridge that slopes down slightly for a few hundred feet before ending in blackness. It is currently lightly snowing, and as you start heading down the hill, you notice a pinpoint of light in the distance, like a distant lantern through the snowy din. Before your eyes, in a matter of seconds, it blossoms, growing brighter and brighter and larger until it is an enormous orb of overpowering light. At this distance, you might guess about 50 or so feet wide. Uh, this light cascades off the blankets of white snow before you, reflecting in a blinding flash. Silhouetted within this ball, burned briefly into your vision, you see the ominous outline of a black lodge on tall wooden stilts looming over a cliff face. For the moment, the clouds have dispersed, and you can see the aurora and its brilliance. With the clouds dispersing, the snow has seemingly stopped as well.
Are you suggesting that the snow hasn't really stopped? It just seems to have?
You can make your own assumptions on it, but you don't feel it on your head.
I
Okay.
suggest we move forward and check it out.
I'm gonna try to continue forward, but that was pretty bright.
Mind
I
you,
was gonna say,
it's like 8 p.m. at night, 9 p.m. at night ish, and it was brighter than you've seen even at 1 p.m. in the day.
Naturally, so my eyes are gonna have to adjust again.
Yeah.
I'll move forward cautiously.
I think since Arden's moving, or yeah, Arden's moving forward, I will put my hand on his shoulder and say, "I'm just using you to make sure I don't go somewhere else."
Okay.
After a minute or so, you'll be back to normal. It was a bright flash and then it's gone.
Gotcha.
Okay.
As night vision folks, though, we don't like bright light.
Yep.
I look at everybody, looking at this place, looking at everybody. I start walking to it.
Stay downwind. I can smell you from here.
Then get ahead of me.
Stay downwind. Continuing ever so carefully. But if anybody, I'm looking at Elican right now, thought that we were coming, they'd know it just because they could smell you. I hope who's ever there is hospitable.
As you continue down the ridge, about 15 minutes or so, over the howl of the wind, you hear a different type of howl. And go ahead and roll me some initiatives.
I knew they could smell you, Elican.
That just proves they're not nose blind.
And I hope that looks good for Illicon's spacing.
It's perfect, sir. It's perfect.
It's downwind, but we can still smell them.
I purposely put him that way last week so that emphasize this reekness, this foul stench.
Hey, maybe it means that the what if it sounds like howling, they're not going to attack me. They're going to attack you. I'm good with this.
Well, if they smell you, they'll probably run away.
I know you guys are cool. You guys are in the opposite direction.
Damn it, your group initiative's broken.
Whose is broken?
His group initiative.
Oh, just a second. Let me.
It's not putting them in proper order.
No, it's a group thing. It's a DM thing.
Let me double check to make sure the APIs are running. They are not.
Not even close.
I also am not hearing any background.
It is up and running. There's my speaker right here.
It's just like wind blowing.
Yeah, you
Okay.
You got to turn it up pretty high to hear it.
Yeah. Normally we
Sandbox.
have to turn it down, but now it needs to turn up high.
The sandbox is restarted. Go ahead and try it now, Sky.
Woohoo! Arden, you are up.
Okay. Attack this guy right here. And mark him as a favored foe. Attack with my bow.
Damn.
I guess that's a hit, huh?
That is definitely a hit.
Ooh, look. Hmm. Count all of that. That's and hopefully I'll. And then again, I'll attack you with the bow. It don't look like that would hit.
Shit. I'm just looking at these. I'm sorry.
So my second shot hit.
Sorry, Sky.
You're good. 12 barely misses.
Okay. And I'm all done.
All right, Illican, it is your turn.
I see the area where he's firing into. Wait, okay, which one did he shoot though? Which one? I didn't see that.
Would you have your what lighting would you have currently?
Right now, I'm only the one that lights up around Claudette. Or I mean, I'd be using nowhere or Celestine's light from her thing that's always lit up.
That doesn't really light up. That Celestine's thing lights up for her, not for anybody else,
So that I wouldn't see
unless
anything.
she's using the spell to warm you.
Okay, then
His weapon has some sort of light on it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
yeah, that's the only thing then. My weapon.
So what light setting would you be at right now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You need to tell me.
Let me look at. Well, it would have been nighttime, so it would have been at the brightest because I'm blind.
Okay.
And I gotta pop that one up on my screen real quick.
All right. You should be bright light of 20 and low light of 20.
Okay, then I would attack this one right here. Because he would be the first one I see. Do they look like beasts?
They
Oh,
look
he's
like
already-
wolves, like you've seen before.
He's already shot him, so it doesn't matter.
They all hit.
That would be my turn.
Your second hit would have killed this wolf.
Then I would have moved from here to here because my movement is 40. That would have been enough to go there. Yep. He would have moved there as well. And I forgot I do have the bite. So 18 on that one. And does the bite hit?
No, 26 does not hit.
Be that way then.
All right, so we got 18 and 8. Is that right? That is right. Okay. It's 12, 13, 14. I need to find better beasts.
No, I'm just tired of my crew saying I smell, so I'm angry.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I can do. Actually, I would scream, "It's dinner!"
Uh, 20 hit you?
I believe so. Yeah, by
Boy,
3.
Bay. I swear.
It's no wonder for when roll 20 breaks.
That sucks. I have no,
9 piercing damage.
Give me just a second. There is something I can do.
So take 0 damage.
Do you believe that's the best I've ever had?
All right, Nowhere, you're up.
All right. I'm going to fire my longbow of warning at this guy.
A holy crap will definitely, what is that, 26 will definitely hit.
Is he a rogue?
He is a fighter.
Oh.
Okay, so that's 10 points of damage.
Yep.
And let's see, I guess I can shoot him again.
And that will also hit.
And 14 points of damage.
And it dies.
Well, that's good for us. I think I'm going to step forward just a little. And then call it a day.
And Claudette's turn.
Woohoo! Oops. My movement. And my main hand.
Jumps up as you try and strike.
Yeah. We'll definitely try our offhand then because, well, we're a little bit pissed off we missed with our main hand.
That'll definitely sink in.
And that is where I will end my turn.
Ready.
You might want to mark that guy. Can we
I
mark that
doubt
guy?
we can. I doubt it's going to help. I doubt it's going to get to
Make
its
it.
next turn.
Gotcha.
This guy will come down and bite at Drake. 12? Probably not. 12 hit Drake.
Oh, no.
Is it 12 hit Drake?
No.
Okay. This guy will come down and
Same
attack.
armor as I do, so no.
This guy will also come down and attack Drake with pack tactics. 15?
No, is that
Celestine, you're up.
No. Thought I saw 18 there.
First thing I'm going to do, I'll shape into archer form. And I would like to... See, that's my bonus action. Which... Then I would fire at this one. Luminous arrow.
At the one by Claudette.
Yeah.
That will hit.
Okay, and then... I'll fire... a guiding star at any of the others, doesn't matter which one. You pick.
I don't care. Here.
Okay, this one.
That one.
Sure.
Alright. That'll hit.
That's it for my turn. I guess I'll move forward a little bit. That's it for my turn.
Hey guys, looks like they're running away. Be careful of a trap.
Arden, you are up.
I'm gonna engage this one with my bow.
That will definitely hit.
And since he's still alive,
Uh,
engage him,
Definitely bloodied, but still alive.
then I'll engage him again with my bow.
And that will also hit. And kill it.
And then I'll move up here. And that will end my turn. Thank you.
Illican. Smelly, smelly Illican.
I move forward covered in blood.
You don't want to go give Claudette a hug?
You're right now. She's got pokey, so no. I don't want to give her an invitation.
22 hits, 23 hits, 15 hits. That kills it.
I'm just swinging with all my goodness. Now go over and hug her and say, yeah, I kill these things really good. Swing with my right and swing with my left. Aiming for the head.
That second one killed that one.
And then Drake says, I'm still hungry for legs.
That will also hit.
Bites down really good on the leg.
Apparently.
Got its femoral artery.
I don't know, man. Me and Drake are just loving this. We can't go no further, so we're stuck. Or we chase after the next one.
Alright. Nowhere, you're up.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'm going to fire my longbow of warning. At this one.
That'll hit.
And that's a whole 8 points. But something's better than nothing.
It is a whole 8 points.
Yes,
It's better than 0.
that's true. And once more. Oh,
That'll definitely hit.
okay, against the same one. And I'll let you count that. That looks like.
I'm not even going to count it. Doesn't matter. It's dead.
Okay. All right. That works. I'm going to move up closer here. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of my turn.
Claudette, your turn.
All right. Movement. And main hand. I meant main hand. Can we undo that one?
Yep. That'll hit.
I do not have sneak selected, so I don't know why it's still giving me sneak stuff.
No clue.
All right,
It's roll
so
20 being weird.
we'll go ahead and use the offhand if it's still breathing.
It is. That'll hit.
Some of my rolls are sucking today, guys. I'm sorry.
Makes up for the other people that have gotten Well, I mean, still, you got a crit. So, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so that'll be. I look at them and go, guys, there's 2 left. And thank God I got away from that stench.
Sorry, that was supposed to be that, not that.
Oh,
That was
darn.
supposed to be. Didn't kill it, but it is grievously wounded and bleeding out.
Okay, guys, 3 left. We got this.
Hey, it's the first scenes of the movie. It's actually, yeah.
All right. Anything else, Claudette?
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Wolf runs off the map. Celestine, it's your turn. Against.
Against the injured one first, and then the other one.
All right, go and roll longbow. And go and roll the other one. And anything else? I think that's enough.
Crap, sorry, I was muted. That'll be all for me.
It will run off the map as well, and you are out of combat.
Be right back.
All right, so which direction is the towering house?
To
North?
the north. Yep.
I'll start heading that way carefully, but heading that way. Of course, I'm willing to bet the Celestine wants the pelts.
I would love to, but I can't carry him. I'm too overloaded.
Okie dokie.
So, as you guys continue north, switching maps. As you guys continue north, you get to a point where rickety steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings precariously to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. Large snowdrifts huddled around. Nope, scratch that. Man, I missed a lot of this shit this week. Only the wind visits this sinister place. As you approach, you can see a line ahead of you where the thick snow appears to melt, turning into slush. The whole cabin creaks above the cliff, melted snow dripping from its underside onto the frozen earth. Speaking of wind, shrill winds are picking up and starting to blow in from the north, pushing heavy clouds quickly into this area. With it, the snow coming in has increased tenfold of what it was as you reach the cabin, but it hasn't yet to reach the area you are in.
Okay, so is this an outhouse?
No.
Darn, where's the outhouse?
Right there.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom, guys.
Wonder what's gonna pull you down.
Well, I was just thinking that an old abandoned outhouse like that's probably full of black widows.
She can deal with them on her own.
Snow snakes.
All right. I'm done pulling up my pants, stepping out. Damn, it's still cold. All right, let's go see if anybody's home.
The wooden outhouse is half buried in snow. Let's see here. Characters clear a path to the door and peer inside. Find a stack of discarded notes and blueprints. Looks like somebody might have been using them as toilet paper. As you get to the wooden walkway, both entrances to the cabin are off this rickety, snow-covered walkway, which leads 20 feet up. The steps are steps and boards, of which crackle and creak under your feet.
Are there actual stairs missing here?
No, they are right here. They're right up against the.
Yeah, I'm talking about right here.
Oh no, that's a platform. Piece of platform missing that you'd have to jump.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock on the door.
Nobody answers.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
It is locked.
Darn. What can I see inside this window?
You see room seems to contain let's see here. That's holes in the roof, You see water on the floor that's trying to escape the floor. See if... Well, you don't see that from that point, I don't think. You see a fireplace on the east wall, which is smoldering with embers in it. And everything looks kind of scorched black.
Mm-hmm. So there's embers in it.
In the fireplace, yep.
Okay, guys, somebody was here not too long ago.
Why did Copper send us here again?
I look back at nowhere. Nowhere? Why are we here again?
Arden, as you move there, the as you jump that space between the two platforms, you hear this really like but nothing else happens.
Is there a door here?
There is a door there.
I'm going to try the door.
You try the door and it does not budge.
So we've
Can I-
knocked.
Can I try
Nobody
to
answered.
force the door?
Well, give me give me an athletics check, Arden. It doesn't. It seems like it's made out of concrete.
Can I try using
And
my
it looks
lock?
like wood, but you want to use your locksmith? Lock picks on this one over at where you're at.
I'd like to try, please.
All right, go for it. Thieves' tools, dexterity. It clicks and it is unlocked.
Gonna stick my head in and go, hello, is anybody here?
See a single room. Frost covers every surface of this abandoned workshop. The wooden walls here are as black as the exterior. To the south, you see a makeshift but apparently full functioning forge with smithing and carpentry tools arranged around it. The forge is still burning hot. On the east wall is a bench under which you can see 2 lockboxes on the floor. The north wall contains a shelf with further tools and containers for supplies.
Maybe we should come back to this one. Gonna close the door. Not necessarily relock it, but just close it. And head this way. We're going to use wall walking. Get over here. Ask Arden if he could step to the left or to the right so that I could try to open the door.
So are you on the wall, or where are you at right now?
Instead of like jumping, I just kind of walked the wall to get to right here.
Gotcha. So you're on the porch, I guess.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, I need both Arden and you to give me a dexterity saving throw. And I gotta find something that I'm reading, so just a sec. Both of you drop 20 feet straight down into the snow, taking 1 bludgeoning damage apiece from the cushioned fall and landing prone. Arden, where you fall is, so you're there, and you're probably where you're at, but that walkway is no longer there, as it crashes against the cliff and falls further than you can see down the cliff.
Well, that hurt.
Get myself up, shake myself off.
Stand up.
Open this door. Door doesn't exist.
What was that?
Door doesn't exist. She picked the door lock. Opened the door. There we go.
You opened it, then she closed it. You actually have to click it to open it again.
I just wasn't going to go in there and stay in there until we found out if we were alone. But that's okay. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to get up and walk up the wall and knock on the door.
You hear a hollow thud, and nobody answers.
Okay. Locksmithing tools.
Give me a roll. It unlocks.
Is it warm in this room since there was a fireplace?
Celestine, nowhere looking. Y'all doing anything?
I'll watch her from the window.
Yeah, I don't have any thieves' tools, so I'll just watch as well.
Actually, you do.
Hmm?
Actually, you do have these tools.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're correct. I do, but I haven't used them. Claudette's doing that. But yeah, I'll stay right here with Celestine and watch.
Arden, if you want to go out there, it's a 200-foot drop to your death.
Oh,
How did he get over there?
walked around the building.
Oh,
Claudette, when you step to where you're at, give me another dexterity saving throw.
oh boy.
How many decks do I have to roll?
You nothing. You are able to jump out of the way, Claudette, as that section of the floor falls down into the canyon below.
Okay, so if I look at these walls, are they a little bit more sturdy than the floor, possibly?
They're blackened and charred, but they look more sturdy.
Going to walk along the walls.
Okay.
On the walls.
So let me read this section. So this room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and burnt flesh. You also catch the faint odor of wine. It seems like snow had originally fallen through the holes in the roof, then been possibly pushed into the corners by stiff winds. But these piles are now slush and water and running down the walls and floors, finding holes to escape the cabin. On the east wall, you see a fireplace which smolders with embers. The walls and furniture are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton and a round frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm. Taking everything in. Going to walk this way, walk along the wall where the fireplace is. Come over here. Say hi, Celestine.
Can somebody come and get
Hello.
me?
What are you doing, Nowhere? Or sorry, not Nowhere, Illican.
I don't know where they are, so I would have went with them.
Oh, your token's probably messed up. Just a There you go.
I talk there inside.
So there are stairs that go 20 feet in the air down here into a platform here, which is 20 feet above the snow that currently Nowhere, Arden, and Celestine are.
Since I've already seen some of the, I'd assume I was there and I watched Claudette's floor, or was that inside?
That was inside. Well, you would have seen this set of this platform over here. You would have seen Claudette and Arden fall as soon as Claudette stepped onto it. But you wouldn't have seen the other. You'd have seen part of the floor falling from the cabin from down below.
Is the door open that I could look into it?
I mean, this door is open, but it's 20 feet in the air and it has no platform in front of it.
Okay, can I use my what am I thinking about? Grappling hook to if the door is open? To climb up to look over?
Give me an insight check on yourself. You don't think that would be a very good idea.
I'm at the window. Can I open the window?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm going to try to open the window.
If you click it and it says open, then it is open.
I'm gonna stay down here just because I've seen the floor fall, and I'm afraid my weight would do anything with them on it.
Okay, the window doesn't seem to open, but there's no window panes in it, correct? You said.
No, it opens. You were opening it. I saw you clicking it. Open, close, open.
Oh, it just opens a little. Okay. So I'm going to tell Celestine that this room is black. It looks like it's maybe been on fire at one point. There's this dead dude over here who's got this round object in his hands, and there's a charred book on the table.
The object is not in his hands. It is just lying next to a mostly incinerated skeleton. Like, you can tell it's a skeleton, but like it burnt through the whatever happened burnt through most of the bones.
Okay. I relay that to her. And then I say, and the floor does not seem to be very secure in here.
Well,
There's also 3 more doors that I could count. Maybe 4. 3 more doors.
well, I would say keep looking. There's no reason you can't look through the place as long as you're being safe.
Ah, 4 more doors.
Okay, I guess I'll try to take this person out and get them buried.
Ah, the door's not locked. Continuing on the wall.
Alright, as you get in that one, this room contains a fireplace and 2 empty bookcases tacked to the walls, and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made of clay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to collect all that.
You're probably going to have to step down to the floor to get some of the stuff.
I'm gonna step over here to where the bookcase is standing and try to get down there. And why do I feel like I'm gonna go left on all the odd ones and then just skip over to the right on the 5th one? Oh boy.
As you step down at the bookcase, the floor seems sturdy.
Not taking any chances. Collecting stuff as I walk around.
Okay, you're not going to collect it all.
Collecting what I can.
Okay.
Looking at a very steep drop off. Oh boy. I tell Celestine, we'll work on the body when I get back. Walking on the wall again. Going this way. I
Okay.
try this door. Continuing to walk on the wall. Do I see
This-
possible ale?
The scent of wine fills this room. Which contains 4 frost-covered barrels.
Oh boy, I do like a good wine. About how much do they weigh?
A lot.
Okay, so I'm going to try to step down onto the floor. Cautiously, like putting one foot down, seeing if it's sturdy.
Seems sturdy.
Putting my other foot down.
Elkin adds to his list of things that need to be bought.
Okay, and I'm going to come out this door. Walk along the wall again till I get to this door. Gonna step in here. Gonna try to put one foot on the floor. Try to put a second foot on the floor. Okie dokie. Does that mean we lost your voice, Sky?
Yeah, apparently his computer overheated and crashed.
Ow.
Okay, I'll see you guys in 20. Come back to the wall.
I'm here. I think Discord just changed its layout. It used to show the people down. Now we're all just icons.
In Discord?
Yeah, look at Discord fade awaits. It no longer shows the names, it shows circles.
I think that's your settings. Mine shows names.
Well, I didn't change my settings, so
Discord changes things on its own. We know this. We have developed that hypothesis after, time and time again of it changing shit.
Sounds like you're back, Sky.
I am. He said, "Shit, computer."
you're needing a new computer already?
I mean, it's been 2 years, but it shouldn't be doing this after 2 years, and it's been doing this on World of Warcraft. It's never done this outside of World of Warcraft, so
Have you taken the cover off and saw if the fans are still running correctly?
I have done it all. And everything is running as it should. Everything is running at high speed. I've added a fan. I have vented my case, which I shouldn't have to do. I have taken the top cover, which is a magnetic vent, off the computer, and sometimes it lasts 30 minutes and sometimes it lasts 5 hours. It decides when it wants to shut off.
Okay. Well, number one, you shouldn't take off your vent just because it's made for that airflow. So.
Well, it gets too hot, so it shuts down. So I've taken the vent off so that it can vent better. It's got a metal piece that has holes in it, and then it's got a plastic vent cover that also has holes in it. And it has cooled it down a little bit by taking the plasticky vent off. But it still overheats for some reason. So it's either the video card is going bad, or it's the water cooled processor cooler that is going bad. But I am taking it into Micro Center tomorrow, and hopefully they can figure it out, because I'm done.
Are you sure there's still liquid in your water cooler?
Nope.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I'd blame the water cooler.
I'd much rather blame Discord. Even though I have no doubts in my mind that Discord has nothing to do with this specific issue, but it's just much more satisfying to blame Discord.
Okay.
Is everybody back?
I'm back.
I'm here.
Is the important person back?
Of course I am.
We're all very integral pieces of this puzzle.
Yeah, but if you leave, none of us can do anything, so you're important.
This is your campaign, dude. White could take over, but this is your campaign.
I don't think I could take over.
So there you go. You're the important piece to the puzzle.
Okay, I suppose.
So I backed up because I don't know where you last heard me.
You were I go and find my thing in Word. Um, you were in the room with the frozen wine casks, or the frost-covered wine casks. And you were leaving that room.
So I came down the hallway. I opened this door. Of course, I'm going along the walls because, well, I have learned my lesson from the first time. And I'm going to put one foot down, check and see if it's sturdy, trying not to fall through the floor.
It seems sturdy.
I'm going to put the other foot down. And what do I see?
A stiff wind blows through the broken window in the east wall, causing the tattered gray curtains to billow and flap like angry ghosts. Snow covers a bed and much of the surrounding floor. All that can be seen in this room is a single bed in the corner, surrounded by bloodstains, huge arcs of gore coating the walls, floor, and ceiling.
Oh boy, somebody died in this room. Can I tell if the blood is human or animal? Or can I tell what race this blood is coming from?
How would you determine that?
I don't know. I just have a really good smell for a really good nose for blood.
Are you gonna lick it?
I mean, I could.
And smell, I'm gonna say it just smells like blood. But give me a medicine check if you're gonna taste it.
Trying to find it. Hold on.
You were not sure what race it might have come from. But it definitely tastes stale.
Ah, it's old blood. Ugh. Going out this room. Going to walk along the hallway, walk along the hallway, walk along the hallway, walk to the door. I'm going to try to open the door. Just going to kind of look in from here without stepping in.
Wooden planks have been nailed over the broken window of this room to hold out the wind. This room appears more recently habited. The bed is unmade but clean. Bags of personal belongings lie at the foot of the bed, and a desk on the west wall is piled with books and stationery next to a soot-stained hearth, a bookcase containing a few blank pieces of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth, which I already said, wherein a scroll lies amid the ashes.
Okay. I'm going to come over and just kind of look and scroll through the scroll.
You're picking up the scroll from the ashes?
Yes.
Okay. Nope, that's not the one. But oh well, it's too late. You saw you see that on the desk.
Okay, can you put it back up? When you started saying no, I was like, okay, click off.
Just a sec. Let me find the one. We'll get to that one in a little bit, but that's the one that you find in the hearth. And I wouldn't read the actual note. I would read the text in the bottom because it's got more.
Huh, this was written by Copper.
Oh. Not that I've actually seen that yet, but still.
Huh, okay. So I'm looking at the paperwork on the desks. Tucking the scroll away so that I can give it to Celestine.
All right, give me a perception check.
Great. Did we lose you again, Sky, or are you thinking?
I'm trying to figure stuff out.
You didn't see it going down this well.
What?
I said you didn't see it going down this well. We did something that surprised you.
Always. All right, so scattered across the desk is a very old Elvish translation of an ancient arcane textbook. Book is no, scratch that. Forget that one. That's not there. Sorry. So what is there is a large stack of handwritten notes about the deities of Faerun, the archdevils of the Nine Hells, the elemental princes, and the Dawn War. What looks to be a journal lying face down on the desk, a prayer book of Lathander called Hymns to the Dawn, and a scroll along with assorted parchment.
I'm going to try to gather all this in my hands, kind of layering it with like the journal down at the bottom and then the papers on top and then, the scroll at the very top. And I'm going to try to walk out this room. Walking on the not the ceiling, but the wall, coming back to the window.
Give me a dexterity save. I guess, I don't know. Yeah. Give me an acrobatics. Let's do that. See how well you can hold this stuff walking sideways. Couple things fall to the floor. Kind of tough walking sideways with a bunch of stuff.
I'm going to hand everything to Celestine, including whatever I was able to get from the other room, pulling it out of my shirt, out of my pants, out of my pockets. Whatever I could store stuff, I threw it there. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff between the boobs right now. And I just keep handing it to her, going, I don't think anybody's coming back for this, but somebody was here recently.
If somebody was here recently, why wouldn't you think they're coming back?
Because this place has been incinerated. I mean, the rooms are good, but there's no way to get to them except for from that door, and they can't get in now unless they come out the way I'm going to try to come out in a few minutes.
I look around and Sky, can you look at my list? I thought I had a half tent or something in there, but I don't know what it's called.
What?
A lean-to, a half,
No, you've never had a lean-to.
Okay.
You've made lean-tos, but out in the wilderness with like sticks and branches and snow.
Yeah,
But
never mind. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening.
what are you looking to try and do?
I was gonna give her the tent or the lean-to, but since I don't carry one, it's never mind. Since she keeps having to, since she just said there's a whole bunch of stuff here, but to get to it, I'm the only one who could. I was gonna give her something so she could collect it all in, make it easier for her.
I don't know if she's the only one that can. Y'all are medium creatures. You can fit through the window.
I'm not.
You're a medium creature.
Oh, I am. Okay.
You're 5 feet wide and 5 foot long on the map.
Gotcha. Okay.
That would be large. That would be medium. Rake is small.
So I'm going to, after I hand everything to Celestine, I'm going to go back to over here and try to reach for the cylindrical thing that's on the floor.
From the wall.
I'll try to put a foot down and see if it's stable.
Seems stable.
I'll then walk on the floor to get it.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, gonna step over here and see if the book is still here. Charred book.
Card book is there.
Pick it up.
The spine of it, let me find it. Nothing seems to be to remain of this tome except ashes and a badly burned spine upon which characters can discern the letters E-T-H-E-R.
Okie dokie. Gonna walk over here, hand it to Celestine, and say, I think I should come out now. Ah, I fit out the window. Yay! Now I would recommend that we go over there and check those chests.
After you.
I'm waiting for Arden and Illiken to go in there first.
I go in testing the floor with my pickaxe.
The floor is fine in that room. I've already been on it.
And I've been in it already too. So.
There's also some barrels of wine, but I'm a little leery of trying to get them out here. And so, you said there was a couple of chests under this table?
On the east wall is a bench under which you can see 2 lock boxes.
Okay. Going to see if the lock boxes are locked.
They are.
Great, let's move them to this workbench and see if we can get them open.
Before you
Drag 'em
move
out,
it,
throw
I
'em on the
mentioned
table.
you might want to test if it's trapped, just because we've had experience of lifting something and finding out after the fact. Me personally doing it.
Okay, can I check for traps?
Sure. Roll me a Thieves' Tools Wisdom. There does not look to be any traps on it.
It is not booby trapped!
And
Okay,
I'll
I'm
grab
just
them
trying to see.
and throw them up on the table.
I'm gonna put them up on the table so that I can work with my lock picks. Yeah, those things that I use to open doors. Lockpick stuff.
You're easily able to get both of the locks open.
Okay, so what is in these treasures? What was worth keeping them locked for?
To protect the ashes of whatever was there.
One of the boxes, the first box you open, has a lot of black crystalline ice-looking pieces, and the other one has some that are, and they all look about the same-ish, but some of them are black and some of them are more of a grayish color, like a property of it has been changed.
Okay, say that one more time. I'm sorry. What is it?
In one of the boxes, we'll call it the left box, um, there is a bunch of crystalline stones or something along that line, that look like black ice. The other one, call it the right box, has the same crystalline stones that are in the left one. Some of them look like black ice, and some of them look more like gray ice, as if part of the like a property of one changed into the other.
Uh-huh. I asked Gillikin if he wants to take a look at these stones and see if they mean anything to him.
I do, but I also have a suggestion. If we have the uh, scale, just because I recently had to do it in my room, put the scale in the corner and bring the boxes into the scales area of effect to make sure that I don't get cursed again as I try to stay away from everybody because I stink.
If see, you said we used that scale already again. You said I vaguely
We
remember that.
used. I don't remember when we used it. Yeah, we used it so I could identify the two, the broken uh,
The cursed,
spyglass and
well, it's not broken, but it's cursed spyglass and cursed aquamarine.
well, it was broken. That's what I was talking about. That yeah,
The
that
spyglass was never broken.
I thought it
The
was.
aqua, nope,
I thought I
the
fixed the
aquamarine.
spyglass.
Oh, maybe you fixed it, but yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. The cursed spyglass and the cursed aquamarine you left in Lonelywood after using the scales and using up the holy water, and I don't know that you have any more holy water.
That was what I was going to ask. We had half a bottle left after using it the first time, so I'm assuming using this the second time would have used that half bottle.
Okay, then never mind. I wouldn't have suggested because I'd have known we used it all, and I would have looked inside the two containers.
Can I cast detect magic
Sure.
to see if I sense any magic from these stones?
The black ice crystals, you recognize the aura of that of Charlene. Um, Otherwise known as the Crystal Shard, otherwise known as the amulets that
The curse shit.
yeah. Um, the gray stone seems to be the same, except the aura has that are coming off of them seem to be somewhat radiant.
Really? I will point at the black ones and say, that's the same stones as the amulets, or the spear tips, or the flails that we had. You probably don't want to mess with those.
I try to pick something up. I try to get. Is there anything in the room that I can use to pick those up and throw them into a corner?
There's an anvil down at the south of the room that you could probably find whatever it was that they were using to smelt whatever and or to make whatever and use it possibly.
Yeah, there's blacksmithing tools and carpentry tools all over the place here.
Okay, I remove those over to the corner because he points them out, and I get rid of them.
These gray ones, however, seem to give off a bit of radiant energy, which is stark contrast to the other ones.
Can I identify them with my skill?
Yes, you would have to touch them. Are you gonna pick one up?
Yeah.
Okay, it does nothing. As you
Excellent.
search the nature in your heart, yeah. As you use your identifier and press the stones and try and get its intricate being figured out, you really don't get much. It's a stone.
Okay, I look at as radiant damage a type of magic.
Radiant is a type of magic, yes. Or not a type of magic, I guess, but a
No, I
damage
was asking.
type.
Okay, my question would have been to Celestine. Is it a type of magic that I can identify, like
Radiant?
a magic item, or is it a magic gem? Because I show him a bloodstone,
It's
as I said.
it's a property. I'm not so sure. Well, um, hmm, it's a hard question.
And then as he's thinking about it, it's like, okay, I'll try it on one. If nothing happens, well then okay, but I can't really identify anything with just looking at the stone.
It might do something.
So I prick my finger and identify the stone.
I mean, it is
Okay.
detecting. I am detecting magic, so there should be something there to identify.
So, as you pick it up, you basically get that it is a chatelaine stone, ice, crystal thing, that somehow the property of necrotic energy has changed to radiant energy. But aside from that, you get nothing.
seems that it's somehow changed from necrotic to radiant. I really can't give you any other info, but since it's a good form of energy, from what you were saying, I say we keep these. When later we find if bad things start happening, then okay. But I mean, it's supposed to be the opposite of what the other stuff is. There might be another goddess who fights her.
How many gray ones are there?
Well, that's not good. Let's call it 4.
Okay.
Are you guys saying this stuff out loud?
Yes.
So I'm just going to chirp up and go, maybe he found a way to take stuff that was evil and make it not evil anymore?
That is possible.
Maybe we should look through his journal and see if maybe that's something that he said.
I hand it to. No, I don't have it. Why don't we? Whoever can read it, looking over at Celestine because I know she's able to read everything.
Okay, so apparently Claudette handed me a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of papers and books. So I guess we can sit down and go through all these papers and books.
And I keep going through the uh, chests to see if there's anything that I would pertain or that I could use.
When she was detecting magic, did she notice anything magic on me?
Well, you're holding magical items, so yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put out that silver or that ball of whatever that I found on the floor because I'm just a thief.
Wait, but
And
you didn't tell me you grabbed it.
yeah, I grabbed it. Remember, I got down on the floor and picked it up?
The silver ball that's over here?
Yeah, it was next to the charred body, right?
Okay, you didn't say that you were grabbing that. When were you doing that? Before you hit all the rooms or after?
After. It was the last thing I did.
Okay. Then as you grab it, give me a...
Laughing.
I need a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Hold on just a sec. Okay, so did you grab it before you handed all the stuff over to Celestine or after?
I handed all the stuff to Celestine first, then came back in here for the last two things.
Gotcha. Okay. So Celestine, you do not have the handout marked scroll, and you do not have the silver object. However, you would have seen, since you were standing at the window at that time, you would have seen a bright flash as she grabbed the object, and uh, and she basically disintegrated into a pile of ash.
Did you just kill yourself?
I will blink, not really believing my eyes. Just kind of look around the room. And I will yell, Claudette! And go through the window up to her, up to where the ash is. There's no way of saving her if she's ash, right?
Correct.
I will run upstairs when I hear the noise, and I would go in after.
And Opal, I sent you a message in Discord.
I'm reading it, and I just want to know, who the hell are you?
You and I are gonna do this through chat.
Okie dokie.
What happened? Where is she?
I will scoop up a pile of ashes. Just look at him as the ashes fall through my fingers. That's all that's left. I don't know what happened.
Was there a spell cast? Was there a...
There's a bright
there
light, and
explosion?
she just... There's a bright light, and she just turned into ash.
Step away from the ash. You just look around, find out. Is there something to touch? Is there something? What is there? So I guess we're no longer in that room, and we're backtracking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking around, but he doesn't want to touch anything because he doesn't look around. Tell me if there's something. The flash. There was no explosion. Did you hear something or just a flash? Do you think it was magic or do you think it was explosion?
There was no explosion. It was just a bright flash, and she was gone. Did I see her pick up the what did you call it, silver ball?
Yes. So she walked around the corner here, grabbed something, and then she came out this way. You saw her bend down, pick up something silver, and as she started to take a step, you'd have seen it start as a candle light and quickly, within like mere seconds, huge flash 50 feet out and incinerated her.
Yeah, I'm looking around, and this is just what do I see on the ground?
Where are you at? Are you where you're at, or?
Because
Okay.
I would have ran in after her.
Okay. Then in that case, you would have seen same thing that Opal saw earlier. Sorry, Claudette saw earlier. So the room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and burnt flesh. You also catch the faint odor of wine. It seems like we're going to skip that portion. The wood is kind of wet. East wall, there's fireplace smoldering and smoldering with embers. Walls and furniture are scorched black, including a table with charred remains of a book on it. Nope, never mind. The book's gone. Next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is now two mostly incinerated skeletons and a round frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
Okay, I look at Celestine and I say, "Is there any magic here?" And the reason why is because I keep getting cursed.
Okay, so this round object, is it a...
Looks like that.
Ah. Um... Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and cast... So, we're retconning everything that happened in the other room, right?
Yes. You haven't figured out the Chardeline, the blessed Chardeline or the first Chardeline. You haven't
Okay, then I'll go ahead and cast
looked through everything yet.
Detect Magic for the first time. At this point.
The item that is below. Um, is definitely magical and is wait, I swear. Exuding a strong transmutation aura.
Okay. I will say that there, it's magical, and I'll point at it. And I definitely saw Claudette pick this up.
Yes.
Okay. Claudette picked that up just before she disappeared. And it's
What type of magic is it?
transmutation.
I'm because I'm stupid. I'm gonna try to do something. I pull out the red stone, but I don't want to touch it. But I want the red stone to touch it. Would that work?
Good question. Celestine, give me a perception check. On the table next to you, in ash, it says Claudette lives.
Okay, Zilliken is reaching out. I will stop him and point at the words in the ash.
I look and I look at the thing and what is transportation or transmutation magic?
It's the magic used to change, usually to change one thing into something else. To alter the characteristics of something. Um, Claudette, can you hear us? Are you here now? Any response?
Just one sec. I gotta read through something.
I step the gold thing for or the round thing for the moment, and I move around the room to see along the edge, testing it with my axe to make sure that it's safe ground. Well, there's doorways here. They seem to be open. One seems to be shut.
Yeah, Claudette completely explored this area.
Why would she shut a door afterwards?
I should also say that in addition, with your detect magic, you see all of Opal's stuff laying within her scattered ashes. Illiken, as you look down the hall, you feel a hard thud against your shoulder.
I jerk just enough, and I look around, and I raise my hand out to search the area.
Give me an investigation check.
I felt something on my shoulder.
Easy. Come forward. Come up here. Come on.
Don't see anybody near you. However, you do notice a shiny object in the skeleton ashy stuff that was not Opal. Or sorry, Claudette.
I move over and to inspect it.
It looks shiny and silver.
Then I move it out if I could, or take it out and see what it is.
It looks like an amulet.
can I identify the amulet?
Sure. I mean, you can try, but
Do I need to do my jeweler's tools or the magic?
to identify it would be identify.
Which one's that?
That's your bloodstone.
Okay. Take.
You identify it. You. Let's see. We'll find it first. A sec. You discover that it is an amulet of health.
Cool. I look over to Celestine and say, "It's an amulet of health." As I put it away in my stuff.
Okay, was there any response to my question?
What was the question? I forget.
I set out to, or spoke to the room. I said, Claudette, are you here now? Are you alive? Or no? Are you here now? Can you hear me?
Yes, there was a response. Illiken said that somebody hit him.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I felt some hit my shoulder, and that's why I was looking around and using my hands to feel around to see if I felt anything.
I didn't realize that was in response to what I said. Sorry.
Don't worry, neither did I.
Um,
As I'm looking around, I make the joke. Should I pick up all the things on the floor and keep them?
Claude had better slap him.
As you say that, you feel your hand squeeze gently.
I will squeeze your hand back. Um, and I'm seeing all of her equipment, not just the magical stuff.
All of the magical stuff, anything that was not magical, got incinerated.
Shit.
Are you saying I'm naked?
Oh, you have clothing. It's just the magical clothing is gone.
That's not what he said.
So what? Is everything you're wearing magical? You didn't have a shift on. You didn't have armor on, leather armor that was non-magical.
He said anything that was non-magical was incinerated. Only the magical items are laying on the floor.
Okay, because I took that as that's what we would assume what happened was completely different. Because she did appear to disappear.
Um. See, do I have that prepared? Crap, I don't.
I go towards where I felt the punch.
That's enough. Go on. Um. Do I have it in here? Crap, it's not there either. Um,
And then I look over at Celestine and ask, should I try to identify what she picked up?
well, I advise you not touch it unless you want to end up the same as her.
I don't plan on touching it. I'm attempting to see if I can uh, bloodstone it and touch it with the bloodstone, not with me. No physical touch, because it's a magical item.
Well, you've always had to touch the items in the past.
Not really. It's
But
just like
feel free. If you want to try it, I won't stand in your way. Um,
I'm going to touch the item with the bloodstone, not with my hand. Once I activate the bloodstone. And I still have one charge left because of it still included the one in the other room that wasn't there. I think we lost
Nope.
Gear.
he's reading.
If you lose me, I will be on my phone typing in Discord. And I'll probably disappear from both the game and Discord. Illican, give me an Arcana check as your bloodstone touches the metal. Never mind. You are still standing there, but you are not sure what this does.
Is the stone still red?
The sorry.
The bloodstone, is it still red? So
No.
when I pick my finger to identify something, it turns it red. And when I identify something, it turns back to clear. So I was asking if it's still red or if it turned clear when it did its thing.
It turned clear. Well, no. This is your second charge, right?
I can charge it, but to use it, I still have to prick my finger.
Yes. So this is your second charge.
Yes.
Out of 3 charges. So then, yes, it is still red.
Okay.
But you do need to take that 1 point of.
I did. I think I did. I did.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. I have 4 points off now.
Well, if we want to rest for the night, I can try to cast a spell in the morning. But I'm afraid I don't have it prepared at the moment.
I think we're going to have to, and I think we need to tell the others what happened. Because I think they're still guarding that other room.
Kind of figured they would have heard me scream, but okay.
There does appear to be a room that's locked. Do you want me to go and to break into it? Or the door shut to see if there's anything on the other side?
Claudette's completely explored this cabin. I mean, you're welcome to go take a look, but She told me she completely explored everywhere.
I'll go and check this the shut door. Testing the ground as I go. Was the door unlocked?
Is it open?
It is now. It was shut.
Then it was unlocked.
Okay.
If it was locked, you couldn't have clicked it.
Okay. Then I go back to where she was, and then I say, let's sleep in here so we're close to Claudette. So she doesn't feel alone. And his, non-funny humor. And tomorrow we can collect him buried.
Celestine, give me another. Wait. Just a sec. Illiken, as you step back into the main room, your other shoulder gets hit hard.
You see him chuckle. Hit me once if you can walk through walls. Hit me twice if you can't.
Illiken or Celestine, give me, or both actually, give me perception checks. Celestine, the ashes on the table have turned they no longer say Claudette lives, now they say too soon.
Okay. She says it's too soon.
Illiken pulls out his uh, because he pulls out his pen and quill and paper and lays it on the desk.
I will go to the window and shout for Nowhere and Arden. Tell him to get in here. And if they decide to join us, I'll tell them, relay everything that's been going on.
Probably don't want to step there, Arden.
Oh,
There's nothing left there.
oh, is that what that means?
Yes, that piece of the floor is missing.
Yeah, we've all been going in and out this window here.
Well, then I'm already.
I'll tell him what's going on. She picked up the weird object on the ground. and disintegrated, but she seems to be communicating with us in some way. And that I might be able to cast something, but we'll have to wait until tomorrow because I don't have it prepared at the moment.
Can we go down a channel?
Sure.
Woohoo! See, I will say this. I thought it was going to be me who did something stupid like that. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Illiken, as you put the pen down on the table, the table is broken in half and it's angled towards the floor in the middle. So it's starting to slide down the table, and all of a sudden it flicks off the side of the table towards you.
I attempt to catch it.
Give me an acrobatics check. Give me a dexterity save. All right, so as you try and catch it, it goes between your legs, and you try and grab it, and as you follow the pin through, you do a somersault and land on your back.
I laugh. I'm looking around. Is the pen on the ground or is the pen floating?
On the ground.
I pick it up. You couldn't have done that better. But it was for you to write messages with. As I'm laughing. Looks around. See, nobody cares. I try helping you out there, not even laughing at my failure. This is not a funny day. As he's laughing.
You're laughing an awful lot for it not to be so funny.
Has she hit me? Is she alive? We can still fix her. Is she
Hopefully.
enslaved? No. Are we enslaved? No. Been there, done that. That ain't funny. Anything else? You gotta learn to roll with the punches or flip with the punches depending on how they land.
Fine. Um,
I really dislike people who laugh at their own jokes.
Noah, give me a perception check. On the table ahead of you, in ash, it says, "Cursed in ethereal realm with Macratus."
Okay. I'll point that up to Celestine and say, does that make any sense to you?
as the player, yes. As the character, I don't know, Skies, that makes sense to me.
Me a religion check.
I'm going to use
No?
my wheel ability, which is a D6. Um, yeah, it's a D6.
Let me read this in a sec. Okay. You recall. Sorry. What was the question one more time? Sorry.
Um, do I understand the thing written in the ashes about being cursed in the ethereal realm? Do I understand what that means?
You understand that something seems to be holding them to the border ethereal plane. But you're not sure what or why.
Okay.
Also, as a healer, give me a medicine check.
I know all the medicine.
You also know very well that the ashes here aren't ashes in the usual sense of a fire-burnt human remains, but is something else, something like radiant damage would create.
Hmm. Okay.
More words show up on the table that say trying to scratch, trying to bring back Lathander.
Trying to scratch, trying to bring back Lathander.
Does that have something to do with the House of Mourning?
Yes, he's the Morning Lord.
Yes.
House of Mourning is a temple to Lathander.
That's why I asked.
Although I should put out that Mishan is about Amontor,
Amontor, yeah.
who is also known as the Morning Lord to their followers.
Yeah,
And Copper said it was Lathander, and Mishan said it was Amontor.
yeah, there's a whole, um, history lesson behind that if you are interested.
Not right now. We need to save Claudette. And maybe whoever else this is that
I'm assuming
apparently is probably still there.
Macretus, I'm assuming, um, that's the guy that Copper, sent us here to check on.
I would say with your crit, you would also understand that there's no coming back from this without some kind of divine intervention.
As in a spell? Or.
As in, there's no possible way to return these ashes without the intervention of a deity.
So in other words, the dispel magic and the greater restoration I was hoping would work probably aren't going to work.
Probably not.
A simple prayer to Lathander. Don't expect it to be me because I'm not a very religious person.
Possibly we can take them back to the House of Mourning. Um, Honestly, anything other than that, I have no clue.
Whatever you decide, I'll go along with because I don't have a clue either.
I'll follow your lead.
Before we leave, should we continue with the investigations we've already uh, done in the other room, or are those irrelevant at this point?
Well, um, you guys might as well go ahead and check out the other room. Um,
There's a bed in that room, and I point to it. Up the hallway is the hallway leads to it. Like, won't let me pick up two characters. I'm trying to pick up Celeste.
can I spend some time going over all the notes and papers and everything that Claudia gave me?
Sure.
I'm actually gonna stay in that other room with Celestine, just to guard in case somebody does come. That we weren't the only ones who were came here for investigate the light.
Um, you're looking as you stepped over to this window here. Give me a perception check. The snow is the clouds from up north are definitely coming in, and will probably be here within a few hours. And you see two blue lights uh, that seem to be moving towards you.
I notify the others that somebody appeared. lights appear to be coming in our direction.
Nowhere, give me another perception check. The ashes have changed on the table, and they now say fix device, use notes.
Again, I
And
point this out to Celestine because she's looking at the notes.
Celestine, let me find notes for you. Celestine, give me a. Just go straight wisdom.
I would like to use my. Ooh, that's better. If you'll allow me to.
Sure. Um, Celestine, I sent you a Discord message.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the light.
And this is something I got from the notes?
Yes.
Okay. Um.
Nowhere. As you're still standing there by the table, you see the ashes change again, and it says, and it takes a while to get written out, but eventually, after everything is written out, it says, "Yes, Illican, I can walk through walls."
Okay, I call that to uh, attention of both Illican and Celestine.
I call back as I'm watching out the window. Now you become the perfect thief. You can do anything you want.
Except touch the loot.
Same shoulder as the last time. It hits a little harder.
Okay. I guess. Can I attempt to identify what this device does, or ascertain what this device does?
Yes. I mean, based on step 4, you can figure through the notes what it essentially does.
Okay. Um. Okay, so I don't need to worry about step 1 then.
Well, you still need to. Okay, yeah. And through the notes, you got step 1 through 4.
Okay, so I know what it does. I'm fairly certain I know how to fix it. We just have to actually go about fixing it. Is that correct?
Are you asking me?
I'm clarifying because you said I know 1 through 4.
You ascertain the details between step 1 through 4. That everything I sent you is what you got from the notes.
Okay. Illican, do you still have that? Um. Wait, none of us have Smith's tools, do we?
There are smith's tools in the workshop, which is set up as a forge. That's the lone room to the south of the building, or south part of the building.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Um. Illican, how would you like to try your hand at smithing?
Works for me. They'll need to come. Has how? So while they're doing that, how far away are the lights still?
Probably a mile or more up.
I need
Like
somebody.
you can see the blue light, but it's not close. It's just it looks like it's coming towards you.
Somebody needs to come and take my place because there appears to be lights coming towards us.
Okay, well, we're probably gonna still be here when they get here, so.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Do you still have that metal that you've been carrying around forever?
Yeah, the gold and silver and bronze, yes. Or not sure what the other one is, but yes.
Okay. One point I think you said you had cobalt. Am I remembering that right?
One moment, checking. Cobalt, gold, and silver. I have the cobalt appears to be 0.3 ounces.
0.3 ounces?
Or 0.3 of a pound. So, and then gold is 1.3, and silver is 0.8.
Okay. I guess using the cobalt, we need a quarter pound of this stuff. I need you to melt it down and turn it into a third ring for this device.
That I can do, I believe, and I'm correct about that because of my skills with jewelry. Because it's a ring.
You're not proficient in. Well, it's not a ring. It's. Let me find the summer star again.
I'm sorry. It's like a circle of metal. It's not a ring. It's.
Oh, okay, like a bar ring, or like thinking of a cow nose circle.
It's like a gyroscope.
Okay.
So it's a ring being round, but it's not a ring that you would wear. It's way too large for that.
Okay. Sure, I'll
Yeah,
go
it's
and
like one of those rings on that.
hopefully there's coal or firewood inside there that I can use.
And the forge is still hot. You could probably ascertain that he died an hour before you got there,
Okay.
or half an hour before you got there.
Okay.
That bright flash was him bursting into nothing.
Yeah. And so I tried going out the window and it won't let me. So.
The window. Where are you at? There. Because you've got Drake. Stop grabbing Drake all the time. Now try and go out. There you go.
When you have Drake and Illican selected, it gives you two centers. And it's too large to fit out the small window openings.
Okay. I go through and I start trying to do the work, and I also see if there's any cobalt or what's in this room with me as I'm doing the work.
Oh yeah, I guess if there's any metal there, you could just use that instead.
Give me an investigation check, Illican. Forge is still hot. It was probably last used no more than 2 hours ago. A strange black residue coding some of the tools. And yeah, you find like 3 pounds worth of steel left.
Okay, maybe you should just make it out of that instead of cobalt.
Okay. I go back and I tell him what I found inside the room and get that he wants me to make it out of the steel instead of cobalt, and I'll come back and do it out of the steel.
Well, I assume
He doesn't have a dick between his legs, but
Or she.
I
There's so many good comments to that.
probably would have been in the room with you, but that's okay.
What do you need from me now?
Once you craft that ring, need you to inscribe it with runes similar to the ones on the other rings, using your jewel crafting abilities.
I attempt it.
give me a so much jumping around in this thing. Much as I really hope there's no more puzzles in this damn book like this.
Good luck.
I'm sure there will be.
Me too.
You said jeweler's tools?
No, I didn't say anything. I said give me a dot 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 dot.
He's loading.
Dot um yeah, I'm not finding it. Just go and give me a jeweler's check with with strength.
This says a DC 15 Dexterity Arcana check, and jewelry tools give advantage. If that's what you're looking for.
I'm not. I've got it in a Word document.
Okay, ignore
Because
me.
I'm taking from multiple sources.
Okay, ignore me. Can I use my last wheel on him?
Just a sec. I'm still trying to find. There's too much jumping around. Trying to find the damn device. Okay, you're talking about step 3. Okay, cool. Yes, that is correct then. So redo your jeweler's tools with dex. With actually no, don't do that. What? Makes 0 sense. Oy vey, I swear.
It's really weird, but they want you to do an Arcana check and they want to use dexterity instead of intelligence.
Yeah. So give me an Arcana check. Your dexterity is 2, which would actually be the same as your intelligence, so it doesn't matter. Advantage for using jeweler's tools would give you 21, DC 15. So we'll say in about 3 hours, you have outfitted a ring, a 3rd ring for this gyroscope.
I hand it over to Celsi once it cools down.
Okay, then we need to modify this device to accept this new ring, apparently. So it can be connected. Again, with the Smith's tools. And are we doing all this without touching it?
I'm assuming there's the prongs and all that kind of stuff that you can use to move it and form it without touching it.
Okay.
I guess magically.
Not sure how we're supposed to.
I look for, okay. I'll make it simple. I look for any string or anything to hold the ball up, and then I use the clamps to move the ring to the position that he's wanting.
Sure. All right. So after getting a ring made and cooled, and you get this thing propped up using the prongs so that you're not actually touching the device directly. Give me another Arcana check at advantage. We'll say another 2 hours, and you get the 3rd ring placed perfectly around the other 2.
Okay. Then I will kind of look at him and say, "Here's hoping you know what you're doing with your crafting." And I will reach out and pick it up.
As you do, you're holding it, and it's doing nothing.
And I will breathe a heavy sigh of relief.
While he's holding it, I'll identify it. Or while she's holding it, I'll identify it since she's able to hold it now.
Really have a hard time with that he-she thing.
Yeah, I'm talking to Jeff, so my mind says it's a guy.
Funny, Claudette doesn't seem to have any trouble with it.
That's because I have two shims that work for me.
Shims? Never mind.
Men who are now women.
Gotcha.
No comment.
Wouldn't that just
I
be
have lots
she?
of comments, but I'll keep them away from here. Somebody earlier today called me a troll, and I said, "No, I used to be a night elf. Then I was a panda. Now I'm a Volpera. Get it correct."
We're waiting on.
You're holding the device.
Okay, Illiken was saying he wants to identify it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I guess.
So you're taking the device.
I said I was going to grab hold of it while she was holding it because, and then just identify it. But
Okay.
put my hands on it this time instead of, using the stone.
Okay. It takes you 11 minutes of pressing it and holding it and cuddling with it and whatever else. Hopefully nothing. Yeah, so after 11 minutes of getting to know it,
You dropped when you said nothing
to
happened.
know it,
Okay.
that is what you come up with. There's something missing, just a
Who's your god again?
all right. Now it's up to date.
I look at Celestine and I say, I don't know how this is going to help us, but it appears to be uh, be able to be attuned to a cleric of light domain, and it'll remove stress, and once per day while holding, not distress, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Exhaustion.
Yes, exhaustion. And once per day while holding this device, uh, the individual can control the weather spell from it without the need of the character or summoner to start to be outdoors. But I don't know how that will help Claudette as I give him a full explanation of what I see.
I have to agree with you there.
The only thing that I can ascertain is that because Claudette wasn't the one that wasn't a summoner of light, that or a cleric of light, that she was warped somewhere, but I don't know.
Give me a second here. Um, I'm not really sure how that's gonna help Claudette either. So who wants to attune to it?
I mean, you're the only cleric that I know of.
Who's the only cleric?
We don't have any clerics.
Okay, to me, they're all clerics. So that's why he says it.
Okay. Well, I will correct you. Say I'm not a cleric.
Are you a good aligned creature?
Last time I checked.
Maybe that's enough. We seem to be running short of options here.
Yeah, because I can't do it.
Um, as much as I hate to do it, I guess I'll go ahead and attune to it. What about those blue lights you saw 6 hours ago, Illiken? Are they still on their way?
Did anybody keep an eye on that, or
I don't think so.
I look over here?
I'm going to check out the window, see if I can see anything.
I look at my window while he looks at his.
Aha! Alright, I can see one.
What is it I see out my window?
You've seen these creatures before. They look to be cold light walkers.
I don't remember. I don't remember are they friendly or not.
You would know that they are definitely not friendly. You would have actually seen um in Bryn Shander a couple days ago, you'd have witnessed a fake Illiken turning into a cold light walker.
Can I go ahead and engage this lovely creature?
Um, it would take opening the window, but yes, you could. Or actually, I guess you could shoot an arrow through the window.
I figure with a hole in the roof, windows weren't there anymore.
No, the only one that the window's not there anymore is in the room to the north of you. And the room to the south of you is boarded up.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot through the window. No, I'll be nice and I'll open the window first. Then I'll shoot through. And I'll engage him with my bow. That hit.
That hits. And with that, everybody roll initiative. except for Claudette.
Yeah. What the?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
All right. Nowhere. You are up.
And do we have a different map?
Nope.
By any chance, can you tell me where that summer star item is?
It's in my. I will put it in yours. There. Now it's in yours.
Thank you.
Well, I think I will walk over here 1, 2, 3, 4, and through that door. And look out this window. Can I see?
There's nothing over there except for a cliff.
Okay, then I'm lost as to how to even see him to shoot at him. Is this other window going to work?
You can go over and see. Whatever you see is what you see.
Nothing. So I think I'm going to hold my action and pass. And I also need to leave the keyboard. So
Illiken, you are up.
Since I see what's in front of me, I'm going.
You're going to what?
shoot it twice.
That'll barely hit twice.
And that's as far as I'm going to be able to go, unless the window's where I can crawl out of it.
I mean, you can crawl out of it if you want. It is 20 feet above the ground below.
Oh, never mind then. Then that's all I can do. Drake's over there just biting that nip because he wants to attack something. But he'll hold his action in case somebody comes in the back that door that he can attack. That's all I got.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Arden, you were up.
Is that animal within biting distance? Or because he's outside the door? No.
Sorry, what's that?
Engaged the ones in front of me.
Is it within biting distance?
And it's within 5 feet, yeah.
Then he would bite then.
Alright, so you got 27.
It's not your turn.
I said I held my action until it was within distance.
I
Drake.
don't think it can hold its action.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It used its reaction to give you an infused strike.
But already used its reaction and it can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, so the reaction is the action. Okay.
You
Well,
hold your action as a reaction.
Okay.
So you react and use an attack
No, that's
or a spell.
I understand.
Arden, that definitely hits.
And doesn't look like I killed him yet. So I'll engage him again. $19.
That will Yes, 21 will hit, yes. And anything else for you?
Ah, that's it. It's a stout little booger right there.
All right, and it will respond to your hits with a 15 hit you.
No.
And Celestine, it's your turn.
Um, two questions. This guy, he walked up here, but he didn't actually do anything.
Took all of his action dash to get up there.
Gotcha. Okay, and two, I can hit him from where I am, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh. Come on. There you go. And then I will attack with my spear.
That will hit.
That's it.
All right. As we are round break and it is 6 o'clock. So as we hit round break,
So White and Illican and Nowhere and my dear friend Arden, I need to let you know that the reason that Sky killed off my character is because baseball season has started and I'm not going to be able to make it to the games anymore.
No! I was all thinking we had some way of fixing this.
That's just cold.
Happy April Fool's Day, guys. It's just a day late.
So you didn't kill off your character.
I don't know if he killed off my character or not.
Well, you are a sports fan, so I wouldn't put it past you. Didn't
Yeah.
you quit one game because of football?
Yes.
See?
I was not given much of a choice. It was either give up football or give up D&D. And we were having a really good season and I didn't want to give up football and we couldn't change the day. So I didn't, yeah, I had a choice. But if you know me, you would also know that I never talked about baseball, except for maybe when the Cubbies were winning the World Series. And that's only because my grandmother would have liked it. Not me.
So, anyways, real quick. As round break hits, Arden and Nowhere, give me a perception check.
Does that mean I can see what I obviously can't see?
It means I will tell you something here eventually. Arden and Nowhere, you both hear from the main room a sudden gasp, as though something or somebody is gasping for air.
I'm gonna run back and see what the noise is.
You are currently, it's not your turn yet.
Oh,
But with that, we are at the end of tonight's session, and we will continue it. I gotta ask Opal, you got Easter plans next week?
Just gonna go to church, then probably spend some time with the family. But other than that, I should be able to be here for game.
Okay.
Thank you for realizing that my religion is important.
I'm still waiting for my dad to actually decide, because I asked him today if we were doing anything or not. And as is natural with him, he gave me a very unclear answer. So I will let you know by tomorrow if games cancel next week or not. But I'm imagining that he won't actually discuss anything with anybody, and which point I will tell him that he's too late. But yeah, I told him that he has till tomorrow to make a decision.
All right.
We don't have any plans, right, Dad?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean,
I figured 99% of the time y'all don't.
yeah, well, your sisters may be planning something, but they haven't bothered to tell me.
Typical.
Yeah.
Dad, are you and Mom doing anything Sunday?
not that I know of.
Okay. To my knowledge, I've got nothing planned next week, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'll know more on Monday, and that's only because I may, if work has something for me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Thanks for a good game. Opal, feels weird having to listen to everybody discuss your character, or what you do with the stuff when you're not there, doesn't it?
Oh, I've been here the whole time. I've just been instructed on what I need to do.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about the other aspect of that is where it's like, no, you can't steal my stuff. No, no, don't believe it on the other side of the wall. Well, no. Then I'll lose it. Don't.
I can't carry your stuff, technically, so I can't steal anything.
I was so tempted to pick up the coin and say, I wonder how much is actually in the gold coin. Well, I hope you have a great day.
All right, y'all take care.
I'll
Yep.
see you this weekend or next weekend.
Y'all be safe.
Have a good one.
Sure. Have a good one. Good night, all.
All right.
Good night.